Alright, are we live? Looks like we might be live. Welcome back, everybody. Yep, okay, it looks like we got some uptime here. I'm just back in to do, like, bang out a few more challenges, possibly. See what they gave us this time. Got a lot of XP multipliers here, so I mean, I can make a little bit of progress there. The only one that looks kind of interesting is defeating Sand Reapers, and there aren't any around here because I'm in the wrong biome for that. Yeah, so it's going to be... You know, I just realized that I don't have... I'll figure it out later. Don't worry about it. I was going to say I was going to repair my costume, my armor, and can't quite do that. Should I try to scoot back to my main base, I think? Beginning to wonder. I think I parked my horse around the corner, right? Alright, my horsey is over here. I've got so much food in my inventory that I don't know what to do with here. I kind of went a little bit nuts with the food harvesting because I was farming a lot of creatures, so I'm like, well, what am I going to do with the meat if I'm not, you know? Yeah. Let's see. I'll just leave that to its... leave that to process for a bit. Yeah, I gotta get cracking with this, because if I don't find a use for this stuff soon, it's all going to waste. What is my horse carrying? Afraid to ask what I left in here. Yeah, I got a bunch of meat in here, too. I have a lot of meat that I know, and I have eggs now, and I know that I have stuff that's good for making those, like, those warming feasts, like Exotic Feast and Savory Feast. So, that's one possibility. Problem with, like, mounting a horse like that is that sometimes you get stuck between the horse and the wall or whatever. I think that I am going to get the heck out of here, because I don't think I left anything here that's urgent. Oh, wait, actually, did I leave anything on the stove? Very realistic. I'm about to leave the house and I'm worried if I left the stove on. Yeah, I did. Alright, okay, I left stuff over here after all. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that either. Oh boy. Alright, well, as you can see, these fridges are largely, yeah, the freezers are largely overstocked here already. One thing I want to take with me, because I never use the fiery hot grubs anywhere else, I actually want to stash some of these, meals in here, because I could take that into like one of my winter bases or something. Why Why do these weigh so much? That's a little ridiculous. I'm gonna have to swap out some of her food for my food. Wonder if that was an error, like when they were designing that item. Alright. Well, we're gonna figure out what we're doing here. Yeah, but like the fiery hot grubs would be great for stuff like crossing Bridge of the Betrayer without getting damaged and so on, so I'd rather have it somewhere that I like is somewhere near my you know, where I go to the winter areas. Alright, before any more of my food goes bad, I'm gonna try and scoot on that area. Oh, I didn't leave anything in these fires either, did I? No, that's just wood. That's wood. Alright, great. Now my horse is blocking my door. That's typical. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go probably just ride the horse along the beach until I get back toward my original base. I know I have a bunch of dried berries, which is what you use with the eggs to make the feast, and once I use up a few stacks, then I'll have somewhere to put them when they're done. So I think that's the most viable plan right now. Didn't leave any food in here either. Why was I using spiced and shredded roast in here? That's a little embarrassing. It's kind of a waste of a good resource. Alright. Well, am I in your hitbox? Okay, great. Here we go. Let's just disentangle ourselves there. And I have a sneaking suspicion I left something in the fish traps or whatever. No? No, I did not. Alright, I was wrong. Now, my home base is that away, so I can come along this area in theory. Could also send that elevator back up because, you know, there's no reason to leave it here. Alright. Staying away from that snake island for right now. I don't need anything that's over there. I just need to get my food home and cook it. The follower leveled up thing is probably my horse. Because horses gain experience from being ridden since they're, like, they also gain experience from combat, I think. Going through Drifter's Rest, so apparently I'm taking the southern route to get home. I think I need to get off of here. Hold on a second. Might have gotten lost already, so that's pretty typical. Oh boy. Alright, I really don't want any more meat, so why don't I put the skinning knife on instead? I mean, I'll still get a small amount of meat, but, do I still have my... There it is, okay. So I need to go this way? Yeah, alright. If I follow along here, we should get home. Eventually. It's kind of a long trip. I don't know, maybe I don't know what it is, but like a lot of people like really complained a lot about, like, one of the weird complaints I heard when they introduced mounts to this was like, well, the world already feels too small even with the, you know, and now the mounts make it feel smaller, and I'm like, are you sure about that? Because I don't know. Maybe it's like, I mean, I guess it's a matter of taste. Like, some people really want the world to feel like harder to traverse, but I don't know, I really don't feel like it at all. I felt like the world was like, the size was kind of overwhelming to me before they put mounts in, so I'm actually kind of grateful that they gave us that. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to fight Sand Beast because I don't know if she can handle them, but I know that there's some, well, there aren't going to be enough Sand Reapers here probably to do the bounty. I don't know if it's worth the risk to go in there. Especially since my armor is falling apart. That's another thing I forgot, is that one of my unrecoverable deaths, I think I lost my Zathite, my sacrificial dagger, so I can't get, you know, can't get purified blood or whatever. I think you need purified blood and silk because that's what you need to make the armor. I think you need both of those to repair it. They don't make you get the padding over because, like, that's not supposed to be part of the repair cost, so like that you're only supposed to need padding to make the armor, not to repair it. Any number of things could be going on over there, but see, one of the weird things, like, when you have to try and stay mission focused in this game sometimes, because you'll be trying to finish one specific task and you'll get distracted by, like, well, let me gather this and farm that and see if I can capture a thrall over here, and, you know, before you know it, you've, like, used up resources, or, you know, you're over encumbered or something, and it ends up screwing up whatever you were originally trying to do. Like, you know, you left base with one specific goal in mind, and then you kind of botched it by doing that. Sorry. My kitty cats are being getting a little weird right now. Gonna have to check on them in a minute. They always go a little, they always get a little weird at night because they start chasing each other around and whatever, you know, it's, apparently the nighttime is the right time for that. They get very playful. You can hear them galloping around the hardwood sometimes in the background. Excuse me. The old underwater escape. Gets him every time. Where is my follower? There she is. Great. Just gonna go see if I can take care of some cooking real quick before all my ingredients go bad. Throw some of these in here for now just to try and save some of this, because I know some of it's already starting to go bad, I'm sure. Alright. Now what do I have available? I think if worse comes to worse, I'll just take all the dried berries out and just leave them sitting on the stove or something, because these actually have a very long... I don't even know why I bothered putting them in the fridge. I must have had an empty fridge and needed something to do with it, because it takes like a couple hours for one piece to go bad, whereas these it takes like, you know, like raw meat, like some of the raw meats like take like, you know, like maybe not much time at all here. I think for like the feral flesh it's like 10 or 20 minutes or something. But anyway, see if I can make some exotic feast here. No, that's not it. These have there's a very similar icon to the meaty mashup. That's why I keep getting those confused. I think I actually didn't bring enough berries. I mean, that's fine, because that means I gotta empty more space in this fridge, which I gotta do anyway. Now this meat I'm not too worried about because it's available everywhere. I may actually just use that for healing for right now. Hang on to that for healing too. I think I'm actually going to go with that plan right now and just take all these berries out, because it's stupid for me to let meat rot while all these berries are sitting in here. And I don't use the berries often enough that it really matters. I think this should rectify things. Probably put some of these in here too. She doesn't have to be carrying all of these all the time. These I'm actually moving to my winter base, so I think maybe she should hang on to them. I mean, she needs a few stacks of this, not like every stack that I own. none of these for me. Oh yeah, I said I wanted to pack these away. I could go farm eggs somewhere just to like try and use up some more of those berries, but I don't know how much I care about that right now. I wonder if I should just cook the rest of this. Never actually skinned that alligator, did I? That crocodile, whatever. Let's see. I'll just carry a little more of this with me, but that's definitely it for that. It's one of the few locations where it's relatively easy to do that recipe because you need meat, eggs, and berries. And I'm usually, you know, any of my other bases, I'm missing at least one of those ingredients, like being readily available. Like if I have to go hunt for it that bad, then it's like not really worth it. Go check the Zath altar for a minute. I want to see if I can do something with this armor. Alright. I should have enough to repair my stuff here. Actually, let me just ditch it for a minute and get it into the thing. It's got to be in the same place with the ingredients. Yeah, it does use the purified blood when you do that. Fortunately, I shouldn't have to do this again for a while. Durability system is fairly generous in this, especially once you get decent gear. It takes a while to wear it out. Alright. Okay, good as new. The reason I have a gap in my health bar from doing that is because this, well, they used to give bonus vitality, I think, now it gives bonus health, because that's the, you don't get direct attribute bonuses from armor or gear anymore. Now they give bonuses to whatever that attribute used to do, because it would, like, it was kind of weird, like, you could put on armor and, like, say if you were 5 points short of getting one of your attribute perks, you could put on, like, 5 pieces of armor that each gave a +1 to that, and, put on an armor set for it, and, like, then you have that perk available until you take the armor off, and, or until one of the pieces breaks or whatever, and apparently they sort of didn't like it working that way. I didn't really care for it working that way either, to be clear, so... I'm wondering if I should make another... Well, I have another Zath dagger. Alright. You just carry this on me, just in case I need to have a... If I have a daily to ritual harvest things, at least I'll have a dagger. It's fairly common daily. I'd rather touch a bed over here. Well, if my followers are following me, they're going to trap me in there. I'm going to have to dismantle my own building to get out. So, one of the things I like to do sometimes is just do one of the, just use one of the apartments, because every one of these beds is like, I mean, I threw all these beds in here for decoration when I was bored, but they're all functional. I mean, they all work as respawn points. It's the same bed. I just made too many of them and used them as decoration here. So at least I can respawn in there. I mean, I actually had, like I was really kind of obsessed with making my first, my original base here, like, only went up, was only like a few blocks high. I was really obsessed with making it defensible. So, I mean, there weren't even any stairs to get up here. I basically had to climb the side and then go into the, go in through the top hatch. And, like, I figured, like, well, if I, if an enemy's chasing me or whatever, they can't get me in there. And, I can, like, retreat and escape if I get chased by a possessed something or other. So, obviously that was, like, really early game struggles, and it's not really relevant now. I don't know why she's all the way over here. You're supposed to be, like, here, aren't you? Great. She must have went to go chase an enemy or something. I'm trying to see. I have somebody on here. And I have somebody on here. Oh yeah, I remember now. I got those mini bosses that spawn over there somewhere. I remember doing that now. Okay. It's like, I was like, who the heck did I catch? So if I want to go see Sand Reapers, probably the best place for that within easy reach of me would be Unnamed City. I mean, I could just warp in there, but I kind of hate warping in there because it puts you in the middle of a bunch of undead. I especially hate doing that when I have followers with me who might get carved up, so I might just run up the river here and then sneak in through the side entrance or something. I think there's an... I can't remember if this is an entrance, if this is a break in the wall that you can run through. We'll figure it out. I mean, how hard could it be, really? I know I've done this before. I left anything in the fish traps here? No, I guess not. Also, I have to remember to claim challenges, because I'm... Like, I had a lot of fun doing that Dance at the Turquetto Palace challenge, except that, you know, then I forgot to claim it, so I didn't actually get any points for that. I killed a bunch of people to get in there, too. Because, you know, I forgot that I could just climb up the back and nobody would really be able to stop me. But, although I don't know if they would all have been surrounding me when I got up to the top, so maybe it's better I didn't do that. I don't know. I mean, next time I try that, I'll see how it works out. Actually going to try and see if I can somehow avoid hyena encounters by going this way. Because I don't think I need to get... If I don't get close enough to them, I should probably be able to just ghost them on that. Also forgot why I'm not riding my horse. Just got all sorts of efficiency going on today. You know. Oh, it's baby bird. You know, I already have like a whole one of my animal pens is like I have like 5 of those in there already. I don't, and I have one placed at my I have one placed at my jungle base, like with the one with the silly name. It's yeah, it really narrows it down. I think we should probably try and get out of here. There's unnamed city. Alright. So, trying to see if we can probably run downhill here. I hope my follower isn't staying and like trying to fight every last one of them here. And of course she is. Please return. This also orders your mount to return, which it didn't used to do. I don't think so anyway. I just don't want to stop and kill every damn living thing over here. Not in front of the baby hyena. Unfortunately, they'll chase you for about a year sometimes. It's the circle of life. I think if I come up this way, there's one of the breaches is over there, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, there it is. You know, I can have, like, pet hyenas, but not a pet bunny. I think that's an oversight. I mean, they did give you those tiny, teeny little turtles in, what do you call it, in Isle of Sipta that you can tame. That was pretty funny because I grabbed 5 of them thinking, like, oh, these are like the shellbacks, right? And they're going to grow up to be big monsters and whatnot, and like that I can guard my base with. It's like, no, they just stay that size. They're basically decoration. Whoops. So that's why I had 5 baby turtles, like, you know, or tiny turtles crawling around my bed all the time because I didn't know where else to. I just parked them around my bed because I didn't know what else to do with them. Why would you ever follow me in here? Crying out loud. Alright. Well, I also have... I think I have a bow and some arrows. I prefer to fight the scorpions with the sand reaper. Actually, wait a minute. Oh. No, Sand Reapers I think is something else. Scorpions is... Okay, yeah. Sand Reapers aren't the Scorpions. The Scorpions are just... I think they're just called Scorpions. But the Sand Reapers are those weird, like, those poisonous bugs. Actually, you know, coming back from the jungle base, I could have gone up here. But then again, there's a Sand Reaper boss up here that's killed many of my followers on when I've taken a wrong turn into that area. So, where else can I find Sand Reapers? That's a good question. Honestly, I don't even remember. I mean, I know there's somewhere in the desert area. You know, these challenges might actually not be for me today. When I re-roll this, because I've gotten like, okay, the only way that's possible is that I must have done craft a weapon and never claimed it, but now I can claim it. I wonder if I re-roll it and get Derketo again. Okay, defeat a surge boss. I can't do that today on here because there's no surges in Exiled Lands. That's an Isle of Sipta feature. Defeat a mini boss I could do. It's not worth much though. Prey animals is annoying because I hate running around shooting deer. It's boring and pain in the ass. I've done that a few times already and I think I'm done with it. I also don't need any more meat. Might do the mini boss one just for the sake of if I can find a mini boss. Isn't there one over here somewhere? I'm trying to remember where that part of the wall you can run along is that you know, there's like a dead guy with a note, and then if you follow his clues you like climb up the wall and find a chest and some undead. Trying to remember where that little detail is. I think it might be somewhere around here though. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know, I know somewhere, one place that there's Sand Reapers I think is... No, they're not in there, never mind. I was thinking that like one, the abandoned mine with the, by Separate Mirror, but those are scorpions too. I mean, as the name implies, you're going to find the Sand Reapers in, like, sandy areas. You're not going to find a Sand Reaper nest, like, in the highlands or whatever. I think the pocket here is, like, one of the potential areas for that. I know, it's awful. What? Where am I? Am I even somewhere safe right now? Probably not. I'm just gonna climb a wall real quick and see if my followers come up here. Probably, yeah, they're probably gonna stay down there, but might even want to go back to base for this, honestly. Oof. That was stupid, because if that ran out like a millisecond before I got up here, that would have been a long fall, and you can't grab when you're out of stamina. Glad I didn't die from that. Not my best move there. Okay, so apparently my followers are up here with me. I'm happy about that. I'm just gonna scoot out of here for a minute. I just want to check the cats, like food and water and whatever, and make sure that, you know, usually they're just being themselves, but I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. Be right back. Yeah, everything seems to be in order, so I think they're just frisky and want to play. Well, I might make this a short stream. Maybe I should go through, like, once I get a few things done here, I might go, like, throw the ball for them or something. They have those little, like, rattle balls that they like to smack around the floor. So what challenges did I end up with? Well, I could do the mini-boss real quick, because, I mean, there's got to be mini-bosses somewhere. I know there's a human mini-boss right by where my base is. I'm just going to go this way along the outside of the wall and see if I can find that spot that I'm thinking of. Because I know there's like an undead mini-boss, I think. A little nervous about trying to take on undead because that's like worked out badly for my followers a few times. One pet peeve of mine is that I would absolutely love a light source that works when I'm climbing, because for obvious reasons you can't hold a torch when you're climbing with both hands. The only thing that's like if you could, like the Argosian Dream Dust that gives you night vision, it'd be nice if there was any way to craft that and you didn't have to like farm it from the pirates by killing them. That's basically the only way you're going to get any. I think people have modded that in. Like, there's a mod for everything in this game. Like, basically anything that's annoying you, you can probably get a mod to fix it. Well. Are any of you a mini-boss? Never mind. Alright, we're not having this today.
I go to the great feast.
I didn't even mean to get into a fight with these guys. Is that like a shaman or something? That might be a mini-boss. No, that's just an archer.
God will have your soul.
Cats are very vocal tonight. I think that might be the area I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's when you're coming back from the waterfall you're near it, so... Oh wait, there's a cave over here. That's Shellback Hollow, I think. Is this where I built my big, like, crap house over here? Because if it is, then that's definitely where we are. Yeah, I can't see shit because it's dark. Yeah, alright, yeah, it's Shellback Hollow. I don't need to go in there again. That's where they put the book you need to start with the sorcery if anyone's interested. If they want to get a quick start on that. And that's available even if, like, I don't have the battle pass or anything. I think I found it on stream. Because there's someone you can kill somewhere else that has a note on them telling you, like, where to... sort of telling you to go to that cave. So, but yeah, that's where it is in Exiled Lands. In Sipta, it's somewhere else you have to go. And that only gives you the basics. It gives you like it gives you the skill that you need to build the sorcerer bench, basically. And gives you like a couple of basic spells. Okay, yeah, here's the dude. For anyone reading this, I can't go much further. So near, but yet so far. I doubt I will survive a jump, but even though my limbs are tired, the undead are slowly searching me out, leaving me with no better option. If you found this, know that I stashed my canes before I leapt. Too heavy to climb down with it. If you can get to it, you've certainly earned it. Don't make the same mistake I did. Yeah, this is one of the, it says Relic Hunter Journal, except he's not dressed as a Relic Hunter, he's dressed as like one of the, like, he's dressed in basically like default, like, medium armor. Kind of make more sense if he had like the Relic Hunter clothes, but I guess they just had one corpse object and then want to make another one. Yeah, I think this dude's a mini boss, and I remember that we kicked his ass last time, so it shouldn't be too hard to take him out. Don't like that I'm getting corruption here. See, that would be useful if I was actually really planning on using the sorcery that much. But I'm not interested in corrupted. Yeah, he's taking a beating. I remember when this guy was so tough, I was like, this is impossible. How do you beat him? Obviously, that was that time and a lot of character progress ago. There's nothing here really worth carrying on me that, I don't know. I mean, all it takes to make glass is like 2 pieces of crystal, so I don't know why I'm even picking this up. Because if I ever want that, like, the main way that I'm going to get it is just go to, like, an imp cave that's full of crystal and then just, yeah, he didn't count as a mini-boss, did he? Oh, well. Let's try going somewhere else. I know there's a mini-boss in here, but, like, there's so many, I think there's, like, a mini-boss skeleton or a, Silent Legion or something, but that's kind of a bad area. Oh crap, one of them followed us out. Stop. Trust that one wasn't going to come follow us too. Where are we headed? Alright, I think Unnamed City is a bust for now. What I should probably do if I want an easy crack at a mini-boss is go to Cavern of Fiends and just go kill the Imp King. So let's get out of here. It's kind of a waste of a trip. Oh, I forgot to get the treasure. Yeah, let me try and get back up there again. I mean, there is a treasure chest here to leave that behind just because I'm doing something else is kind of, you know, can at least check and see if there's something good in it. Why don't I just fix that damage I did before I do something dumb again and die? Yeah, I remember it being behind them. If I go over here... Oh, there it is. Yes. Not much to write home about in here. I mean, I'll take the iron and whatnot, but I'm not going to take stone and wood when I can get those anywhere. And, you know, don't make the same mistake by, like, you know, carelessly falling to your death, so... Always manage to misjudge that just by a little bit. Whichever way I go, I don't want to go through another Darfari camp, so probably gonna have to fight something. I don't like going across the river because then all the crocodiles won't ever bother me. But let's go this way. I think we can cut through here and not really run into anything. Alright, I know where we are. Oh, hyena saws. Well. Fuck. Once I get some of these challenges sorted out, I might go eat myself too, because I think that I was checking to make sure the cats got dinner, and I do remember that I did that. Like, it was a little late, but I did it. I counted the cans, you know, and I remember doing it. So. I think I've had, like, I know I was grinding a lot of Destiny 2 earlier, and I think I might have, like, sort of forgot to eat, so... Probably should have fed myself when I fed the cats, but, you know, the cats gotta come first. You know how that cat-human relationship works, where, you know... We're definitely not in charge of that. I think that does it? Okay, mini boss. Great. I think it's funny that, like, you know, he's always wearing like an iron pot as a helmet, so you get like the you get that as loot when you like, you know, skin him or butcher him or whatever. You get his like makeshift kitchen armor. It's kind of funny when you place that as decoration, and like presumably your character is like looking at as something that this guy was wearing as a hat. I hope they washed it first. I mean, I guess hides are kind of useful, so... Now, did I actually grab the challenge? Let's see. Defeat storm creatures. Again, that's Isle of Sipta, not this. So, why don't we just re-roll that again? Well, I could do Feathers from a Vulture Nest, but that's a really weak one. You don't get much for that. You get like 3 re-rolls a day, apparently. Defeat giant creatures. What counts as giants? Skin a Sabertooth? Yeah, good luck with that. Skin corpses. Craft an armor piece and craft a weapon. All of these are kind of weak today. I don't know. I might do some of these just to get something, but... Yeah, I know, it's terrible. My cats are complaining about the challenges, too. Go fight some hyenas, I guess. I just need to skin 10 of, like, anything, so... Also need to make a weapon and a tool. You know, if I do the weapon and the tool first, maybe it, like, they'll... Because each one gets replaced with a new bounty every time you do one. So... I might get ones that don't suck. Maybe it's possible, in theory. I mean, this... You know, this game usually does a better job of giving me challenges than DVD, but that's, like, damning with faint praise. I know, like, you know, I'm mostly... At this point in the game, I'm, like, mostly a survivor main in DVD. I mean, I do play both sides. You know, I play Killer also, but, you know, I actually have played a lot of Killer back in the day. I think I played Clown a lot before I was really that comfortable with Survivor. She's probably going to have to carry these skins. I'm going to get over encumbered real soon. They're playing tag up on the kitty tower. Alright, I don't even remember where some of these are now. I misplaced my memory, and I don't remember where I left it. Did one of these fall off the side? That would be typical. I'm probably walking right past one that I forgot, and I'm not going to find it. Anyway. One down. If I realized how effective archery could be in this once you actually learn to do it right. I would probably be an archery main from the beginning and not a Warhammer main. I mean, they both have their charm though. They're both fun in their own way. Dude, hello. Thank you. I know there's another one up here. Oh, there they are. There's actually, there's a mechanic in this now. I don't know if this was always in here, but I think like one of the perks I have for agility is that you do more damage to distant targets. So it actually kind of rewards like sniping from a safe distance as opposed to like dancing around and shooting them in the knees. Put some of this, let her carry some of that weight for me there. That's another challenge down. Defeat gorillas. Well, we did a whole bunch of that back when we were at the jungle base, but I'm not going all the way back just for that, I don't think. I'm going to go back to base and then make a weapon, make an armor, see what it gets replaced with. Where are we now? Alright, this is the easy way back. Let me just get going over here. Oh boy, I almost did it again. If I died for a third time from like riding my stupid horse off a cliff, because horses actually have momentum in this. It's like, what you mean? I can't actually, like, you know, turn a half-ton animal on a dime. Well, I could do this ridiculousness somehow, but... Yeah, don't ask me how that works. I used to. Yeah, I was going to say I keep a stack of gold over here just for this bounty, because I can just make the gold earrings from, whatchamacallit. From the pirate set. So 1 gold bar means that this counts as armor, not clothing, so that's 1 piece of armor. So, easy peasy. Like once you have the black hand set in your knowledge, you can do that. Harvest a corpse using a religious tool. See, I knew they'd give me again that one again someday. I'm gonna go craft another weapon. It's an easy weapon to craft that, like, I'm not going to be wasting too much in the way of resources. Actually, you know, I'm kind of wondering, like, what should I go with here? I haven't used that war axe in a long time. Probably a reason for that, though. What do I not have sitting around available already? I already have the sword, mace, and greatsword in my backup here, so I don't know if I need more of that. Make some of the Numidian stuff. I had a lot of fun with those in Sipta. I have a Numidian bow. I could take a crack at that. You know what? For the sake of having spare weapons that I don't have to sit here and craft them if I die and have to go back into the war zone. I'm gonna make an Argosian Warhammer. And maybe an Argosian Mace. Well, I don't have to make both of them today. I'm just doing these one at a time for the bounties and whatever. So I'll just do this one right now for the bounty. I think I have a damage kit to slap on it too. Great axes suck. Oh, hi, Demon Grin. I didn't notice you slip and slide into chat there. Because the attack animations and speed, I would almost suggest making them agility weapons. Yeah. The one thing with the axes that like is kind of a deal breaker for me for like a lot of fights is that they all have 0 penetration, so they don't really do much against, like, to reduce enemy armor. And you can't sunder with them either, so it's like it's strictly for... I mean, they're... You know, they can be fun to use sometimes, but I kind of experimented with them for a while, and I think some of my thralls might still be using them, but I don't... I mostly I use, like, hammers, swords, and, I discovered that I like the short swords a lot. Like, this thing... I have, like, the twin-bladed short sword, and this thing is just delightful. Because I can just, like, swing it around all day. That's helped me through a lot of fights. I much prefer it to the regular one-handed sword. The only problem with this is that it doesn't count as a mounted weapon, so I can't use it from the horse. So, but other than that, it's a lot of fun. Dodge, parry, thrust, spin. Yeah, short swords are probably... Yeah, people have said that short swords were OP as far as like, you know, like best in slot for like the one-handed. Let's see. So I did that challenge. Welcome back, by the way. I hope you've been doing well wherever wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I hope you're having a good time. Defeat dogs of the desert. That's another fight I like to avoid. Harvest a corpse using a religious tool would be pretty easy. They gave me a heck of a choice of bounties lately. I mean, harvest a corpse using a religious tool is fairly easy. I could just go bonk that mini boss over there that, you know, I don't feel too bad about ambushing them because at least they'll kind of put up a fight. like picking on random exile camps just kind of feels like bullying after a while, especially when you're like running in there with store metal weapons and they're trying to hit you with like a stone dagger. I mean, this is probably still the easiest mini boss in the game, though. Legendary Siptabo doing challenge sacrifice. Interrupted challenge was to defeat a storm boss. Oh, man. Okay, I one-shotted him. Arnos of Samaria. I wonder who that's supposed to be. Well... Didn't even have a real torch, just an improvised torch. Yikes. Well, anyway, what was I doing? Yeah, I was supposed to harvest somebody with a, you know, blood for the blood gods, etc. There we go. Oh, I have to do 10 of them. Well, I got some bad news for everybody around here. I'm just going to ignore all this because skinning them with harvesting them with the religious tool I don't think counts. Or at least I'm pretty sure it doesn't count. It has to be somebody you can get the essence from. Oh, to test the spider theory. You know, I think I did that and it didn't work, but I'll go test it again just to make sure. I mean, thanks for remembering that from last time. Because I kind of barely remembered. But, alright, just stop. I mean, I guess I could test it on these guys, too. Because I know it doesn't... I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on them. Yeah, that didn't count. I could zip back to the spider cave and see where, see what I could do about that. Because I think, you know, getting the Zath bag, I think it does not count as a religious harvest. I just remember at the moment suffering from still not fully waking syndrome, still not fully awake. Well, that's relatable. I mean, I've got my coffee here, but some days I feel like this is the only thing animating my corpse. It's fun getting old. You know, I just tried to triple jump because I've been playing Destiny 2 all day. That's kind of embarrassing. You know, that's a game that, like, I haven't... I mean, I could stream it. It's just, like, I've been kind of avoiding it because I don't know what the heck I was doing. Well, there's one problem I had that, I actually did a 2-hour Destiny 2 stream that would have been really great, except for one tiny problem, in that OBS was not delivering video. Because I was using Game Capture, and Game Capture doesn't... The Game Capture widget in OBS works with basically every game I own except Destiny 2. You have to use, like Raised Dead Coffee for when you really need to wake up. See, if somebody hasn't branded that yet, they should. That's good branding right there. I remember. I know there's one that's like Death Wish coffee or something. I think that's like, you know, it's like so strong it'll kill you, or possibly, you know. I would actually be hard. I would be hesitant to go with that just for like legal reasons. I'm sure there's some like really hilarious disclaimer that like, you know, hey, you don't get your money back if it doesn't kill you or something. But yeah, what am I gonna do here? Did I really go with? Okay, I do have a torch. Good. Yeah, you know, I mean, there's like a certain point of darkness in this game where I don't need the torch, but the stream is not very watchable without like torchlight. Because I can kind of fumble around in the dark because I know where I'm going, but you know, my viewers will have no idea what's going on. That was my least favorite part of Sipto, was like every time that I had to put the torch away and climb something, and it's like, you know, 90% of the environment is gloomy all the time. Alright, here's a spooter. I love that charge where you just do the, like, you know, the pokey thing after it, like, what is it, like when you do this? Yeah, that's hilarious. Like when I get somebody with that and then like bonk them on the last hit, that's just, you know, always giggle a little bit. It feels like a Warner Brothers cartoon. Alright, so does this count? Not looking too good. Maybe the game just didn't notice. Well, we got some Zath bags, so I mean that's cool, but confirms that it does not progress the challenge. So, mystery solved. Now, I know there's at least 2 humans that got dead over here, so at least I can see if I can find them. At least I didn't do it this time. I'm actually at the point in the game where, like, I guess I'm just a weirdo because, like, I mean, considering that, like, I went into this game full well knowing all the nasty stuff that you do to people in here, like, there are areas that, like, I avoid farming because I start to feel like an asshole, because it's like you're obviously just, like, beating up on, like, other, like, exiles you can, you know, who, basically are where you started out and they can't really defend themselves. I mean, it's one thing when, like, you know, you have, like, a band of disparate exiles is purging your base or something. It's like, then it's like, okay, well, you know, you fucked around and found out, but, you know, I like to think my character's, like, a little above this sort of thing. I mean, she's kind of made it. She's not desperate enough that she needs to run around murdering people for the hell of it. Where's that croc you list? Yeah, the croc I harvested. Yeah, I harvested the croc too, and that didn't count either. You know, I also don't really like hunting the turtles that much because the turtles will, like, well, usually, like, I think at least the green ones anyway, they leave you alone if you don't actually attack them, whereas, like, the crocodiles are just, like, always trying to eat you, so, you know, I figure less crocodiles is, like, just makes the place safer for everybody, and I'm doing everyone a favor. It's not like crocodiles are endangered in this environment. They, you know, seems like there's always more of them. But I do have to get this stupid challenge over with, so I guess I gotta go pick a fight with somebody. There's some camps around here. I think I'll just follow the river down. Well, I could go raid this. I don't really, not crazy about raiding the Darfari camps, because actually kind of like, I mean, as the factions go in this game, like, you know, they're all basically horrible people, but I mean, like, the Darfari are kind of cool. I actually prefer not getting into it with them, but...
Who are you, Shadow?
I mean, on the other hand, they eat people and, like, you know, burn them alive to sacrifice them to, like, a, you know, elder god that wants to eat the universe, so... You know, there is that. I don't want my follower dying. Alright. Yeah, I could take that package, and I think that's enough of that for now. It's my last reroll, and it's probably going to give me crap again, so... Harvest a meteor. That's not happening today. Visit Set Romero, harvest iron, defeat Crocs, craft a weapon. Well, I was hoping for something like anything more exciting, but... Swimming in this game, I had my thrall swim next to me, and even seen a croc swimming very briefly before sinking and running back to shore. Yeah, like... Most enemies will not follow you through, like, they don't want to follow you through water, like, if you, unless it's, like, water this shallow that you can just run through it. Like, once you have deep water between yourself and the enemy, like, they'll kind of stand at the edge for a while, like, glaring at you, and then, like, once you get far away enough or you've been out of range long enough, they just tether. So, like, they tether back to their spawn point. Picked up more stuff that I don't know what to do with. That's awesome. I'm just picturing like if you could actually see my inventory. She's just like, you know, just jogging through the desert with, like, you know, a couple of severed arms sticking out of her pockets, as one does. It's like that Penny Arcade strip about Skyrim where he's like, you know, he's like, once playing, you know, playing the game, he's like, but I might need all this stuff later, and, you know, why am I over encumbered? And the other one's like, you're carrying 200 pounds of brooms. It's like maybe drop some of them. Okay, what am I doing here? Stone bridges, not really, not the best thing I could have picked up. Let's see what we got in here. What am I supposed to do with all these carcasses anyway? I know they'll let you cook like the severed arms and stuff, I think, but I don't know if they let you cook like the boar carcass. Like, does that count as pork if you cook that, or? Yeah, no, that's not a. There's no recipe for that. All right, never mind. Yeah, I guess I could just like drop these or something. I don't know. Well, I've got a lot of bones and a lot of skulls. Really weighed down right now. Let me just drop some of this stuff right here just so I can move again. This was not easy to make, and it's all going to waste here. I might have to put this back in her inventory so I can stash this. I mean, as always, I'm basically doing this to myself. There are a lot of options I have that I don't have to make a mess of my inventory like this. Just I'm at the point of the game where it's like not getting worn down enough to really run out of resources, so everything's just piling up. Just throw that in the dump chest here. I just want this stuff out of my pockets here. Well, these can actually go onto the, I keep all my little decorations on the artisan bench. Well, these two benches over here. So my candles and stuff. My dyes and dye ingredients can go in the dye bench. I wonder if she actually ate some of those for healing, and that's what. It doesn't look like it though. It looks like they're all missing one piece, so I think it just expired. These should not still be on my horse. Taxidermy? Oh, I got weary of taxidermy a long time ago. I don't think I have the thing that, like, if there's one that lets you actually make stuff out of corpses, I don't have it. I never got that from the library. But yeah, that's, what was I using demon blood for? Why don't I just leave it over here with my, I was gonna make serpent blood arrows with this, but for now I'm just gonna leave it here. Yeah, like, I mean, I kind of, when I first got, like, the thing where you could, like, mount the heads on the wall, I was, like, mounting stuff everywhere, and I got to the point where it's, like, you know, it was a little overwhelming, and I just kind of stopped doing it. I mean, it was very funny for a while, like, there's one part, like, if you see any part of the base that I built, like, really early in the game when I was still into that, it just looks ridiculous now. I could probably show you if I go over there in a minute. That's full up already. Okay. Oh yeah, these stacks are all getting old. I might actually just stash these here and then move them to another basin on a different trip, not this one. Yeah, because those spices are like a real pain to get because you have to farm the pirates for them, and the pirates are a real pain in the ass. They can kill you pretty easily, even when you're maxed out. I might actually just cook some of this right now and use it carry it around for healing food. There's only a couple of recipes in the game that even use this type of meat, and none of them are like all that useful. I almost sort of don't know why this is in the game. I think I would think exotic meat they could have made the top tier and nobody would have noticed. Was that mutilator mod? I know there's a lot of mods that do things with corpses. You know, actually, funny thing was, like, since I have the recipe to make the undead horse, like, I unfortunately managed to get one of my mounts killed a couple of streams ago, and I actually looked at, like, actually, I don't think it was on stream. I think it was an off-stream session, actually. I think it was before, like, you know, it would have been 3 streams ago if I was streaming it. But I checked, like, oh, well, can I make an undead horse out of the remains? And you can only, like, the undead horses are kind of like the other special horses. It's like that you have to make it with the fodder. Like, you have to make the special fodder and like, combine it with, like, the baby horse. But you have to use, like, you know, living baby horse, so it's like, okay, so I have to ruin a perfectly good horse. By, like, I guess, you know, presumably, like, if it turns into an undead horse, like, feeding it this crap kills it, so I have to, like, poison a perfectly good horse. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. It'd actually be kind of more useful if I could, like, resurrect a mount that I got killed, but let's see. I'm even going to put some of this away because I know that I'm always picking up more food than I'm actually using. There. Throw some in that stack. I mean, or, you know, like with all the resources I have, I could just build like 20 more freezers and never worry about this again. But I would probably fill them up anyway. Craft another weapon, beat up some crocodiles, harvest some iron. That's not really what I meant to do. Okay, while I'm here and while I need another weapon bounty, I'll make a mace. Oh, it was EEWA. I like that it gave us a use to all the extra heads, etc. you would get over time. Yeah, all I mostly do with the heads is I just throw them in the fluid press to make bone and blood out of them. And like limbs go in the grinder to make like bone meal and blood. And like once I figured out that like you can make the human flesh into blood, I like stopped like caring about most of like the cannibal recipes and stuff. Alright. Progress done. Pick up feathers from a vulture nest I can actually do. I remember there being a couple of vulture nests around here somewhere. I think up on top of that maybe where I'm pointing my I know like something I can climb around here has a couple of, I might even be that thing. So if I can actually if I can scoot past everyone with no encounters and just run up there, you know, take a quick climb, I should be able to grab some feathers and get that ticked off. Over optimistic about this climb. I hope I'm not falling here. Alright. I thought I could just one-shot it up to the top, but I was overestimating my stamina. I always just hand harvested, yeah. I see vultures perching around here, so I'm thinking there's nests up on the top of this. They actually make the environment fairly logical in that regard, that like if you see vultures circling, there's probably a nest somewhere. Because I think you can get about 6 per nest, and you need 10 for the challenge. Alright. Yeah, you need to pick them 10 times to get that done. Craft a tool. That's easy enough. I can do that when I get back. Could defeat some crocodiles. Can I survive this? It's not really the best way to test that. It's like, is this going to kill me? Let's find out. This is just enough to stand on that I can get over here. So I'm all hemmed in if I slide down this way. So I know there's one crocodile over here at the very least. Let me not waste my, put the skinning knife back on. I don't want to waste my religious tool. Well, that's one. I don't want to just leave these here to rot, so... I know there's at least 5 over in that... where you always find the exiles and crocodiles fighting here. I know there's at least 5 over here. And a few more around the corner. If none of them are possessed, this is like an easy fight at this point. It's even easier if you can see where you're going, so... Sure, whatever. I know the bounty is for killing them. You don't have to actually harvest them, but felt like doing it anyway. What are they doing over there? I know that sometimes, like, I know there's a baby croc in that area, too, that, like, you usually don't notice it because it, like, dives into the water at the first sign of trouble. And, you know, there's always a fight over there. Like, it always, you know, either tries to run away along the beach or it runs into the water, like, in the shallow part. And, you know, good luck finding it. But, I've also seen, like, apparently the turtles will kill it. Which is like, that kind of like made me a little less sympathetic to the turtles, because I'm like, you know, I saw one of them just do their stomp and just like, you know, like that big pounce attack where they, you know, hit you with both fists and just like destroy the poor thing. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's a crocodile, it's a baby croc. Jesus, slow roll a little bit. Is where I see crocs briefly swim. Yeah, they'll do that. It's like they suddenly remember that they can't swim in this game. Usually, I would think running into the water to get away from crocodiles would pretty much be, you know, dumb way to die in real life, but, you know, apparently in this game it works. I need to find more of these, and I don't know where they are now. Where am I gonna, you know, I don't want to look for them all day. Where am I gonna find, like, 2 more? Because I think I only need 2 more. Or 3? Lost count already. 2 more. I've been like no-lifing Destiny 2, so I haven't like done challenges and like the daily challenges in this for a little while, so I'm trying to catch up on it a little bit. Where is he friggin' going, and why is my follower standing here like a block of wood also? Doing elks. Could craft a tool. I mean, if I want to just cut the materials, I could actually craft a tool right now. I think for the heck of it, I'll just make a repair hammer or something. I already have multiple construction hammers sitting in my inventory somewhere. So all that needs is 20 wood and 5 twine for either this or the construction hammer, which you use for building now. You know, they both have the same ingredients, so that's pretty easy. Craft an armor piece, I know how to do that again. Now it's bright and sunny out. Yeah, we have a hate-hate relationship. Yeah, that game I could certainly see. Like, I have only been playing it for like maybe a week or two because a friend got me into it. Like, I've been playing it like relatively seriously, and I could absolutely see how someone could get sucked into it and get very frustrated with the way that certain things in that game work. And apparently there's another big rebalance thing coming for that soon, which I'm sure will make everyone happy because we know how that works. Yeah, it should be fun to watch. I mean, I'm like, fortunately I'm not really invested, like I don't even PvP in that or whatever, so I'm not invested in like, you know, whether they nerf or buff or whatever. You know, anything, I don't really care because, you know, it's all, right now it's all Greek to me. I really don't understand that much about, like, the meta in that game, so I can't really argue with them that, you know, argue with them changing the meta if I don't really know what the meta is because I just got here, so fortunately that's, you know, Not my circus, not my monkeys. We don't really have a dog in that fight. I don't know why I'm carrying this around. Put more of these in here, I guess. Looks like I disarmed someone. This is another thing I've noticed. If you click on something while running up to it, it gives you that menu, whether you need it or not. It's supposed to do it when you, like, click and hold, but it comes up by itself sometimes. It's a little jarring. I know I waste too much meat on this stupid recipe, but I might make meaty mashup again. So I don't know where I'm gonna... At least, like, maybe, like, 2 stacks, just because I'm... I mean, it's not a terrible recipe, but it's not nearly the best recipe in the game. It's also kind of funny, like, that we need an actual recipe to, like, figure out how to bang 2 kinds of meat together. We're basically making meatloaf. How complicated is that? How fast I run around doing this stuff, it seems like something always goes bad. Lasting Feast 45 carry is awesome for the agility-based character. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I probably should use the ones that give the temporary encumbrance bonus, like stuff like Rhino Head Soup. I mean, usually I only use those when I find them. I don't kill rhinos that often, so I have no reason to make it. But yeah, it's actually kind of helpful when I do find one. I usually pop that to help me carry my loot home. You know, just eat it on the spot. I'm always a little nervous with anything that's like a temporary encumbrance bonus, though, because then it's like, okay, well, if it runs out, like, if I'm fighting something on the way back or to drop my stuff off, and then, like, it just runs out at the wrong moment, then I'm kind of screwed. you know, I try not to like load myself up to like the last encumbrance point, even if I do that. I'm just gonna throw this over here. I don't know what to do with it for now. I didn't need to throw that over there. Actually, this could go back to the dump chest over here. Last 2 hours? Well, I mean, yeah, there is that. You underestimate how long I can run around in circles forgetting what I'm doing, though. My horse is almost level 17. Nice. Is took my one of my baby horses here. Like I made a new one to replace my missing one. I mean, I have multiple mounts, but didn't want to just grab the next one. Clean those out. There's nothing rotting away over here. I mean, the dried berries are easy enough to make that I'm not worried if I lose a few stacks over there. I'm out of storage space, so I'm just leaving them on the stove. They're not in the fridge anymore. I need all the fridge space. I never went back to this dungeon where you get this stuff to find out what you make with it. I think it's the one that's like under the bar in Seprimeru. Because I remember like back when I wasn't that powerful, I tried to go in there once and got murdered immediately, so I ended up like never going back there. I'm just going to leave this in my Zath altar. Alright. Okay, could be worse. I don't really need to carry the repair hammer around. I should probably just drop it off. Just leave it in the box or something. So how am I doing on challenges? I need to make an armor piece again. Do the same trick as before. You know, something somebody pointed out about the challenges is that if you're like on a either on like, you know, on a private server or whatever, or you like have admin rights either because you're playing solo or you're a private server or whatever, there is basically nothing stopping you from just consoling all these challenges. And I mean, I guess they're not really supposed to be that much of an obstacle because they are limited that you only get X many per day anyway, so you know, that's like not really, it's not as much of a big deal as you might think. But it's just kind of funny that they set up this whole like system that there's sort of like nothing stopping you from just like, you know, sort of cheating the dailies. I would not do that because, I mean, that kind of defeats the whole purpose for me. You know, it's like I want something to challenge me here, so I wonder if they're going to do something like, you know, that you can't get credit for them that way or something, or if they're going to change that at some point. Alright, skin corpses. You know, I might actually... If all I need to do is skin things, I could just, like, the imps are pretty easy to deal with. I could just do the imp cave again. I know there's at least 10 creatures in there. My horse is really determined to keep up with me. Either that or he loves water polo. They're my base game bounty board. I need to do them. Yeah. Or I want to do them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is it's a feature that, you know, like, why skip it? You know, I mean, it's kind of, like, the fun is kind of, like, getting you to do stuff that you don't do every day. Like, actually, I don't know if you were here for the last, well, a couple of streams ago, I went and, like, I got the one that you have to go to the Drachetto Palace, like where the priestess is, and you have to do a dancing mode up on the, like, in that area, like up on where, like, on, like, the altar where the priestess lives. And that was actually kind of fun, like, because it was like, okay, well, I haven't seen my jungle base in, like, months. I guess I get to go see that again. And, like, I got into all kinds of shenanigans over there, and it was a fun ride. And then I forgot to claim the challenge, so I never got the experience points because I logged out without claiming it. And but apparently I did the reroll challenges thing today. I think it was before you got here that I rerolled my challenges, and one that I forgot to claim from, like, I guess it must have been a few days ago, was already finished. So apparently I'm wondering, like, if I get the Drachetto challenge again, is it already going to be full and I can just claim it and grab the points anyway? You'll have to see, because it might not show up again for a while because it's a legendary challenge. It's kind of rare to get that one. Now, should I do hyenas or imps? Hyenas or imps? I think I'm doing the imps. Leave the poor hyenas alone for once. Yeah, so that's one of the more fun challenges, and there's one where you know, there's ones that I think, like, praying at a certain area is a different one, like at one of the areas that's more like in, like, I forget which altar or whatever it is, but there's, you know, there's a challenge for that. There's one to visit Separmero. There's one to visit that I did to visit the that altar at the volcano, like the said priest who tells you about the serpent men and whatever. Like, you know, and that one, all you have to do, like, some of them, all you have to do is just visit, and as soon as you're in the area, it triggers. Like the one for Separmero, I think, is the same. Like, as soon as you get into the city limits, that's it. You know, you can go do something else if you don't want to. I don't really have to do these one at a time. I could do them all on the way out. Similar one on Sipta, which is kind of awesomely named Dance at the Rave in the Ruffle. Yeah, you know, that actually was, like... I remember seeing the name of... Like, when I saw the name of that area for the first time, I'm like, should I have brought my glow sticks? Do I have to equip those to get through here? Need to bring my rave candy and ecstasy. There we go. I'm really surprised by, like, for being one of the more fragile bosses in the game, how hard this guy hits if he actually nails you. There are a lot of things in this game that can't do half my health that fast. I don't know, I still have danger music. Is there like one imp left alive? Hello? Anybody? Fall through the floor? Nah, alright. No, oh, no, I'm still in combat apparently. Don't know why. I think one of these guys clipped through a wall or something. I don't know. It's mystery. Alright, so that's another one knocked out. I have 2 XP multipliers after this, after which it's really not worth trying that much. Until next time. So... Here. Might actually even just leave those there for next time. Well, what is craft a healing item, and I can do that immediately, so... Yeah, I know. It's, one of my assistants is here to see us. Say hello, Rambo. Say I have the internet. Yeah. Boop. Good kitty. Am I drowning? Fuck. It's almost a catastrophe. There's some aloe in here. I can just pop out one aloe potion. Harvest a meteor 1,500 points and it's easy one. Resets in like 2 hours. Let's see. Well, there's one left to grab some iron. I'm actually tempted to just sort of check out of here and get breakfast, though. I don't know. I think I might be done for now. I can leave that one for later. Just gonna maybe perk my buddies over here until I figure out what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I kind of overdid it. Sometimes I kind of get in the zone when I'm grinding something or streaming or whatever, and like, you know, I basically just forget the basics. So I think I'm gonna go grab some breakfast because my stomach is very disappointed with me. Well, as usual, you know, the Twitch VOD will get exported to my YouTube channel in due time. You know, and thanks everybody for coming, watching, lurking, chatting, whatever you've been doing. I appreciate all of you. And all of, you know, everyone who's eventually watching this on YouTube as well. I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are in the world. You know, thanks for coming, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and I will catch you next time. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.